Saudi Arabia, the heart of the Middle East. In a narrow valley 50 miles inland from the Red Sea lies Islam's holiest city, Mecca. Here in the year 570, Muhammad, the founder of Islam, was born. Considered by Muslims to be a prophet and the messenger of God.
At that time, Mecca was a prosperous commercial center, a port from which goods brought from India and farther away in Asia were transported overland north to Damascus and by sea to Egypt. It was in this commercial center that the Prophet Muhammad received his first revelation.
If you want to encounter Muhammad, if you want, in a way, to meet with his ideas, one of the greatest places to go is to go to Mecca.
Muslims pray in the direction of Mecca 5 times a day. So certainly as a holy shrine, it is the center of the earth, a heaven's gate where the opening of heaven takes place. And that's why it is so revered.
In the center of Mecca lies the Grand Mosque, the largest and holiest place of worship for Muslims. And at the heart of the Grand Mosque is the Kaaba, a cube-shaped granite structure measuring 43 feet high by 36 feet wide. According to Islamic tradition, the Kaaba was built approximately in 2000 BC by Abraham, a figure who serves as patriarch to both Muslims and Jews.
In the Bible, it is said that Abraham had a couple of children, and his first son was Ishmael and his second son was Isaac. And it is said in Islam that Abraham and Ishmael were, in fact, the two that came to build the Kaaba.
Covered by black silk and embroidered in gold, the Kaaba is the most sacred structure in Islam. Nearly 3 million Muslims make a pilgrimage to the Kaaba every year, a journey known as the Hajj.
Every Muslim, if he or she can do so, sometime in a lifetime, is obliged to go on a pilgrimage, or the Hajj, to Mecca, in a way to walk in the footsteps of Abraham and of Ishmael, to walk in the footsteps of Muhammad.
The main ritual performed at the Kaaba is for pilgrims to enter into the enclosure where the Kaaba is, that cubical structure, and circumnavigate the Kaaba 7 times in a counterclockwise direction.
In one part of that building, there is a black stone that is embedded in the side of the building. And nobody knows exactly where it came from. But the legend is that it came down from the sky, was brought down by an angel, and found its way into this particular location of the shrine.
There's another tradition that suggests that this rock had been worshipped long before Muhammad's time, and that it is in fact an ancient meteorite, which for ancient peoples would have been a sign from a god or gods.
Now, during the time that they're encircling the Kaaba 7 times, if they were able, they should try to kiss the meteorite stone. But because of the numbers of people, especially in recent times, that's impossible. So the practice is that if you're unable to kiss the stone, you should point towards the stone. That shows your respect for the stone and your veneration of it.
People believe that, of course, it was a meteorite that fell from the heavens that they have been able to keep. Some of it is in small fragments. It's broken away, but they've kept it intact with a silver lining structure around it. It is a magnificent artifact.
Might the black stone really be a meteorite, as many scientists and scholars believe? If so, what does that say about the historical and possibly metaphysical origins of the Islamic faith?
It's
kind of strange, really, that the Muslims are all praying towards Mecca and to this black stone that's there. There are stories that the Kaaba in Mecca is radiating some kind of energy. It energizes people and increases their spirituality and health. Perhaps it's coming from this meteorite, this black stone of extraterrestrial origin.
Today, because of its intense spiritual significance in the Islamic world, any forensic examination of the black stone is strictly forbidden. As far as Muslims are concerned, the black stone simply descended from paradise.
Archangel Michael descended from the sky, and Michael gave Abraham an information in a written form. And this information was sealed into a stone. And this stone is today's Kaaba. It is said it is a stone from heaven.